All right, what's going on, everybody? Where you hiding? Where you hide? Where you hiding? Let's just let y'all settle in for a minute. Let y'all settle in for a little minute. I gotta pull this receipt up. Damn, where is it? Yes, there it is. All right, cool, cool. All right, all right. What's going on, folks? What's going on, Reaper Talon? Appreciate the love. All right. So basically, we're gonna be talking about a tweet tonight by AJ Brown. This was obviously made yesterday. It reads, basically, all four of us got the same contract, and I'm the only one that got traded. Yeah, keep believing it was me. Anywho, go Birds. Hashtag carry on. Interesting stuff. It's kind of vague, but it's very deep at the same time. What's going on, Packers fan with swagger? Big Nate in the motherfucking house, man. You represented last night. You represented your team well last night. Yeah, it was crazy. Definitely crazy, man. Um, but as far as like the AJ Brown tweet, still throwing shade at the Tennessee fans, and deservingly so. Anybody who hates on you, makes death threats towards you, throw them a little shade. I noticed on Joey Shake's stream last night, he was like, maybe you should back off a little bit, kind of focus on, the Eagles a little bit. I don't mind this a little bit. He's not doing it much. The trash talking towards the Tennessee fans that were like, freaking hate you because you went to Tennessee. So I hope you fucking die. I don't mind that AJ is throwing a little shade at Tennessee because he didn't deserve that. He meant everything, absolutely everything to Tennessee. And for them to repay him like that for all of the efforts that he put towards getting that team to possibly, a Super Bowl run, that's every team's goal. I just feel like they're a bunch of bitches for that. And to all of the freaking Tennessee fans who are just in denial, like, oh yeah, we got Burks. We're good. We don't need AJ Brown. We're good. I want y'all to explain that to me. How have they gotten better as far as the wide receiver core? I looked through their entire wide receiver list before the final roster cuts, which happens in like September. Who do they have? I'm trying to see, like, who do they have? Who do they have? That's the question that's been kind of looming in my head for like the past couple of hours. I'm like, who do they have? Titans fans need to leave AJ alone. They're so butthurt. He's an Eagles now. Yeah. So butthurt that they are in denial about, wanting AJ Brown there. Where you hiding live again? Is the agenda only AJ Brown? Maybe. Maybe we'll see how the night goes. If somebody brings up another topic, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer everything. Any questions y'all got, I'm going to answer them. As long as they ain't no, weird questions, But thanks for joining us, TR. Or me. Thanks for joining me. Eagles champ here tonight, unfortunately. God, he was funny last night. He was funny as hell last night. So, something else I noticed in a tweet from AJ Brown, he said basically all four of us got the same contract. So he's referring to DK Metcalf, Deebo Samuel, who just got paid. Damn, who else? Himself. Who else? Oh, Terry McLaurin. So basically, all four of them got paid, but only one got traded away, which was AJ Brown. So keep believing that it's my fault that I am out of Tennessee. Keep believing that. Whether you want to go on the side of it was because I was injured too much, couldn't stay on the field, Or, you know, he wasn't paid enough money. He wanted 20 mil or 25 mil a year, excuse me. Or Tennessee was too stingy. Whatever excuse you use, that's no reason for you to not wish him good luck and be like, you know what? Congratulations, AJ Brown. You got paid. You know, I wish we were the team that would have came forward instead of being stingy. We just let a stud go. And who knows how Treylon Burks is going to do in the pros. Seriously, what's the deal with the Eagles coach? What are your thoughts? I am not familiar with him. His name is Nick Sirianni. And I hated him at first because all he would do was pass the freaking ball through the first 7 weeks of the NFL, through the first 7 weeks of his new coaching career. This is his second year with his first coaching stint. So I was tired of him at first. Now he's starting to become a more balanced, you could say, you know, run heavy offense, but he's become much more of a more balanced coach than he ever would starting out. But Nick Sirianni's a nice guy. He's a little goofy in my opinion, but he puts meaning behind the goofiness, if you know what I mean. He'll tell some jokes and then there's like meanings behind them. You know, this is going to inspire the team. You know, like I don't know how long you've been subscribed to me, but he's told a story last year, which was weird to me at first, about how, you know, flowers and all this stuff, and we're the roots and we need to grow out, and, you know, we're just a growing team, whatever he said. So that's pretty much who Nick Sirianni is. He's a good coach. He took his team to the playoffs his very first year. So I like Nick Sirianni, even after that shitty start. Hey, what's going on, AF DeVille? How you doing tonight? I own you. Philly suck. Welcome to the chat, buddy. Let's see. They traded him because they had other plans and AJ Brown wasn't one of them. That's an obvious answer. I mean, I would go a little bit more in depth with it. I mean, I say supply and demand. I say he wanted money and the Titans were being stingy. It was like, we got to go within our budget. I'm like, a stunt like that could possibly take you to the Super Bowl? I knew you guys were first round exits, but still, dude's a stud. He meant everything to your city, even more than Derrick Henry. Thanks for answering. Eagles champ told me to sit down. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you asking that question, TR. He said, go sit down. And you was like, I just asked a question. You should back the fuck off, Eagles champ. Jesus fucking Christ. Get off my dick. That's what you got to tell him. Get off my dick. It's tough love. It's tough love. You want a question answered? Come to me. He probably won't answer all the questions. I'm sorry. Shout out to TR from the Pack Attack and a friend of Mines. Excuse me. Mines. Shout out to Where You Hiding as well. Yeah, shout out to you, sir. Man, you came in with that intensity, man. I loved it. You repped to the fullest. And I got to respect that, even if I'm from an opposing fan base. You know, you got to love it. When are you and David going to hang out again? We're thinking about hanging out. I definitely want to say maybe Saturday. The nigga said, hey, minors. Yeah, he likes hanging out with minors. Yeah, he's a pedophile. Whoa, where you hiding? Whoa, TR. What up? Where you hiding? East Coast Gridiron. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. It's about time I'm live for one of these and you just come into the chat. This is awesome. I love this guy, man. Shout out to you. What's up, Awesomeness Sports? This is totally awesome. Yo, I love her voice. I love her voice as much as I make fun of it sometimes. I love her voice. This is awesome. This sports and this is totally awesome. I love the Little Miss Commanders fan. It's so cute and stuff. I love her voice. Shout out to awesomeness. I'm not teasing you. I just love your voice. I can laugh a little bit. Okay. Did you know A-Fizz has a hey, you, how you like a girlfriend? He has a girlfriend? Wow. Okay. You have me dying every day. Yes. I do try to be funny in my videos. Not gonna lie. But have some substance too. That reminds me. Do you remember A Bacon? I do. I was just on his live the other day. A Bomb. What's going on, Sports Clouds? Still surprised as hell you came in that live stream last night. I'm like, who is this guy? And then he was just like, okay. I commented on one of your reasons I hate videos, the reason why I hate the Bucks. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And I appreciate that. Thank you for calling me your favorite Eagles fan. That's really appreciative. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So basically, if you're just coming into the chat, I'm breaking down this AJ Brown tweet, which he made, I want to say 8:37. So it's been 24 hours. He says basically all four of us got the same contract, and I'm the only one who got traded. Yeah, keep believing it was me. Anywho, go Birds. So the four of us he's talking about is himself, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, and Deebo Samuel, who just got paid. That's what really triggered it. Deebo Samuel. So he was the only one who got traded, didn't stay with his team because the Titans decided to be stingy. I still need to know why Titans fans are so happy that he's gone. What makes them a better team? And also, what makes them happier? Like, I still don't get it. Why are they happier without him? Why do they think they're better without him? No disrespect to Burks, but he's kind of a rookie. We've never seen him. We don't have any blueprints on him on an NFL level yet. But replacing A.J. Brown is pretty tough. It really is. I mean, I want to say in 2 of his 3 seasons, he got 1,000 yards, over 1,000 yards. And I want to say in 1 of his 3 seasons, he got over 10 touchdowns, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, he's better. A.J. Brown is so much better, and they're so butthurt right now. Man. Don't know, should I bring this up? Don't know what you're talking about there. Why I got these dudes still talking. I got this community in shambles over a meme from March. I don't want to take sides in this. I like Boys for Life, and I like you. So I really think you guys should really settle your differences. It's pretty much the only comment I have as far as you and Boys for Life and, the rest of the community. I love you guys. Love you guys, man. You guys are great entertainment. A.J. Brown is going to be a great pickup. Bruh. This nigga already with the Eagles, bro. What's going on, SF Niners Nation, Niners Sports Nation? What's going on, man? This kid is awesome, too. He's young. And the amount of subscribers that he got, he made like a jump from like, I want to say 500 to like 1,000 in like less than a month. I was like, this dude is killing it right now. Yes, with 2 torn knees. That's why they wanted him gone? He looks fine out there. He had a little bit of a down year. Yeah, he still barely missed 1,000 yards, though. Screw it. I'm going to mention it anyway. I found out that A-Bomb supports the Cupcake Man. Ooh. Ugh, I'm glad you didn't say his real name. Ugh, that would have made my skin chafe. No sides, man. I have nothing against anyone. But thanks for the love, my G. Yeah, definitely. Gotta have love for everybody. Philly, the podcast. What's going on? So I got a question for everybody in this chat. What type of numbers is AJ Brown going to put up? As far as the yardage, even yards after catch, even touchdowns, anything. I would love to hear how y'all think AJ Brown is going to do. Also, question number 2, how do you think this is going to impact the Titans? You know what I meant. He will do good for y'all. No, I was saying AJ made the Pro Bowl with 2 torn knees and 1,000 yards. So you are kind of defending AJ here, and you don't know why the Titans are trading him. Kind of like me. I'm like, pull up some of this stuff here because some of this stuff that they're writing is ridiculous. So let's go back to the exact tweet he sent. AJ Brown. All right, second to last tweet. Let's see. Yeah, see, like this one I posted earlier. Dang. That's a little bit better. There we go. It's like they don't even acknowledge AJ Brown anymore. It's like this man has done nothing wrong. And during the summer, I don't know if everybody knows it, but I'm going to say it. This man had a training camp in Tennessee even after being traded to the Eagles. He had to cancel all of that. Not a training camp, but I forget the event where you're training kids and teaching them to become NFL players someday. Anyways, he had to cancel that little camp in Tennessee because he was receiving death threats. Can you imagine being so mad at a player for being traded to another team that you sent him death threats? Interesting. AJ Brown, 1,100 yards, maybe 65 catches, 8 touchdowns. That's a good prediction. I wonder how much Smith is going to get. I wonder how much Devontae Smith is going to get because he's going to be open underneath. When AJ Brown is double covered, who's going to cover Smitty? This was the interesting question that Eagles champ had tried to ask me yesterday, and I tried to ask the same thing to Joey Shakes. I was like, well, Eagles champ's question first. It was, if AJ Brown is covered, who's going to cover Devontae Smith? If Devontae Smith is covered, who's going to cover AJ Brown? And how are you going to stop the two? It's impossible. Nobody could be able to answer that. Not even me. Nobody could be able to answer that. East Coast Gridiron says AJ Brown will have 1,200 yards, 70 catches, and 10 TDs. Wow. High hopes all across the board. It's incredible. More than anyone on a sorry-ass Falcons will put up. Yeah, I agree with that. Sorry, Drake London. But all right, just wanted to come through, show some love, have a good stream. Thank you, Philly, the podcast. I love what you're doing over there. Thank you so much. Have a good one. 850 yards, 9 TDs. You will have another stud wide receiver on the other side. Yes, sir. What up, A Fizz? Telling me to go back to hiding? Yeah, I'm going back to hiding. I'm going back to hiding. Shout out to A Fizz, man. He's a Broncos fan. I wonder how the Broncos going to do this year. Hopefully they do well. I predict them to be third in the division behind the Chiefs and the Chargers. The Chargers are going to win the division. That's why I said, Um, I'm a Jags fan, and we used to get our ass kicked by AJ. Yeah, I know you feel good that he's off off the Tennessee Titans. I know you feel good. Whew. Let's see the Jags. You still got to play AJ Brown this year. Even if it isn't twice a year, now you got to play him like once every 4 years. Man, he used to tear it up in that division, man. Uh, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's open the chat up. See how other people feel about AJ Brown, how much of an asset he's going to be towards the Eagles, and how this is going to cost Tennessee a legitimate shot at the ultimate goal, which is the Lombardi Trophy. I'll be the only Jags fan at the link. I don't know how your attendance is. Your attendance is probably terrible because of the fact that you're a Florida team. I don't really have much to say about Jags fans as far as their attendance. I think. I think. I think they have poor attendance. Bro, send me your address and T-shirt so I can get you a T-shirt. So I can get you a shirt. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I'll DM you later. Just remind me. I forget a lot of things. If anybody wants to come into the chat and explain to me why Tennessee is okay with being without AJ Brown, I need some clarity. I need some answers. I have no idea why the fans are just absolutely salty, won't keep AJ Brown out their mouths. I have no idea. Eagles Champ asked me an interesting question. He was like, "You got us losing to Tennessee." And that is true. I'm kind of like, it's not really because of the talent. They could throw any talent out there. We're just cursed when we go to Tennessee. Since they moved to Tennessee, we have never beat them. I'm just going off of curses. And that's the same way how I feel with the Arizona game that's coming on. I want to say week 5. We're cursed going into Arizona. We're cursed against the freaking Titans. We can never beat them on the West Coast. We can never beat the Titans, period. We're just cursed. I'll focus on the Broncos in September. My focus is the Braves right now. Well, how do you feel about the Braves right now? What do you think about losing Robinson Cano? Because I've heard from a lot of Braves fans that's a great move. I saw him make an error during the Phillies game, I believe. I want to say it was game 3 when Charlie Morton was on the mound. I think it was just a simple. No, it was like a Bill Buckner play. I think where the shit just went between his legs or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong. My memory is not serving me well right now. But as far as AJ Brown goes and how I feel he will do this year, I will say AJ Brown will go for 1050, 8 or 9 touchdowns. I'm going to say that much. He's going to barely hit the 1,000-yard mark. While Smitty, I've been saying this all offseason, Smitty will go for, I want to say, around the same yardage he had last year, which is around the 950 area. And he'll get about, I want to say, 7 touchdowns. He's going to be going up against second corners. He's going to be going up against number 2s. He's going to be lined up as the number 2, which is going to leave him open on some occasions. This is going to be interesting. How is defense is going to stop us and prepare for this arsenal? Like, this is so amazing. I still can't believe on that draft day we ended up getting AJ Brown. I'm looking like, yo, Eagles Champ, we just got AJ Brown. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is huge. We give up a draft pick for this because we want to win now. We got the mindset to win now. How deep we go into the playoffs, I don't know. Hopefully we get to at least in a divisional round at worst. But right now, we need to focus on the regular season. Slow down where you're hiding. We need to focus on getting through the preseason first. And then the regular season, then postseason. I can't wait for football to return, man. I can't wait to see AJ Brown out there with Devontae Smith. It's going to be a lethal combination. I can't wait to see what this team has to offer. My one huge concern that I've been thinking about the entire offseason, Jonathan Gannon, the schemes. Are you going to go with the same cover twos? Are dudes going to be lined up off the line of scrimmage, 5 yards back or more, or maybe 10? These are scary questions that I have to ask. These are some things that are going to need to be fixed by Jonathan Gannon. And as far as Nick Sirianni, I really don't have much concerns. I just hope that we do not start out the way that we started out last year. Specifically, just passing the ball, not running the ball enough. I want to see a lot of changes. I want to see us sticking to the run and catering to Jalen Hurts' benefits. Well, positives instead of negatives. If you do that, you'll set him up for play action. He'll hit A.J. Brown over the top or freaking Quez Watkins over the top. Devontae Smith can create separation. That's an advantage. People think that Devontae Smith is ass. I'm like, no. The yards he put up by himself. Imagine what he can do with A.J. Brown. This is going to be an interesting season. It's already been one of the best off seasons I've ever seen. And I've been a fan since 2000. I've been a fan since McNabb's second year. It's one of the best. And Eagles Champ also pointed out something that was noteworthy. When was the last time we've ever had a 2 wide receiver combo, two number ones on the same team as far as the Eagles go? You can't really say Deshaun Jackson and Jeremy Maclin. You can't really say T.O. and Freddie Mitchell or Todd Stinkston. You can't really say that. Can't really say that. But with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, you can't even really mention Alshon Jeffrey and freaking Torrey Smith, or if you want to throw in Aguilar, he was really a slot that year. You can't really do it. But this year, the first time we will ever go into a season with 2 number 1 wide receivers, that's a huge deal. That's a very big deal. We can do a lot more damage than we did last year. We went to the playoffs. We skated by, got our feet wet. We made it to the playoffs. Then got our ass bounced quick. No damage in the playoffs. This year, I expect us to go to the playoffs, at least make a little bit of damage, make it to the divisional round. Although I want that ultimate goal, but let's slow down here. I'm not going to predict Super Bowl or anything. But I expect us to move a lot further than we did last year. As far as, Jalen Hurts' accuracy, deep ball accuracy specifically. I want to see him try tight window throws. I want to see him do that. I want to see him throw a back shoulder fade in the corner of the end zone. I want to see the best of Jalen Hurts. We've already seen the worst of Jalen Hurts in that Giants game. Rager, get your bitch ass off the fucking team. Rager, get your bitch ass off the fucking team. I don't know why you're practicing with us right now. But as far as Jalen Hurts, I expect him to take a step forward. I brought up a question last night where should we and Philly the podcast, yes, he also asked this. He was just in here earlier. He just wanted to stop by. Um, should we give Jalen Hurts the bag now? I said no. I said no. Why give him the bag now when he's got so much to prove? He hasn't, I mean, just a year under your belt and you kind of skated by with, I mean, granted, it is sorry ass receivers, but we can only blame them for so long. Now you have no excuses this year. It's time to take a step forward. I did my fantasy draft already. Yeah, I gotta get started on my fantasy draft too. So which app are you using? ESPN, um, Yahoo. Which fantasy football app are you doing it under? AJ Brown is going to glow. I'm trying to tell everybody, yo, this kid is going to spaz out on the field, bro. I can't wait to see the combination, bro. 38 more days. 38 more days. I can't wait till we crush the little Lions. I use fantasy football. Yeah. I know you use fantasy football, bro. But what kind of app do you use? ESPN, Yahoo, NFL.com, I believe. I think that's an app as far as fantasy football. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But what app do you use for fantasy football? And who did you draft, first of all? That's the question I need to ask. Who did you draft? I'm sure whoever you drafted is totally awesome. Oh, it's an app called Fantasy Football. It's an app called Fantasy Football. I should have known that shit. But that other tweet I saw earlier. I swear I fucking took a picture of it. I know I took a picture of it. Oh, yes. Titan Anderson. It looks like whoops. It looks like he doesn't miss him that much. That's Burks. That is Burks. What is going on, Big D? The Northeast sucks. Oh, he must be talking about economically. I hate it here. He's talking about Jersey, probably. I drafted Cooper Kupp, Justin Herbert, and I'm guessing that's Dalvin Cook. That's my top three. Okay. I'm just glad you didn't pick a quarterback first. And maybe you did. Maybe you did. But hopefully it was a good draft for you. How the fuck are you a fast food John and not have fries? That's wild. That's wild. Let's see. There's a picture of Slitta wearing a Colts jersey. Okay, that's beside the point. So I had commented on Titan Anderson's draft reaction when AJ Brown got traded to the Eagles. I simply said, thanks, Eagles. He was like, thanks for taking our problem away. Missed too many games and barely makes 1,000 yards when he does make it. LOL. He's very good when on the field, but you're not getting a guy who's going to put up Jamar Chase numbers or Jefferson. Hmm. Wow. we took your problem. So we took your problem away. How do you know he's going to act like this in Philly? How do you know he's going to act like this in Philly? And second of all, how do you know that he's not going to? You think he's going to put up? You think he's going to? He barely. Let's see. He barely made 1,000 yards when he makes it over 1,000 yards. Barely makes it. He's discrediting him here. Let's see. He's very good when on the field, but you're not getting a guy who's going to put up Jamar Chase numbers or Jefferson. That's an opinion. That's a prediction. You never know. He might be able to. And honestly, I think he's a better quarterback, Jalen Hurts is, than freaking Ryan Tannehill. Tannehill's going to have nothing. Jalen Hurts, without A.J. Brown, took his team to the playoffs. Imagine what Tannehill's going to do without A.J. Brown. Just putting that out there. And yes, I do really think that Jalen Hurts is better than Ryan Tannehill. His numbers don't show it now. He's got all the potential to be. That's how much of a step up that Jalen Hurts is going to make. So we're just going to ignore the fact that their quarterback is a turnover machine. Oh, no, not ignoring that at all. I remember the fact that he threw 3 interceptions in the most crucial game of his career thus far, which was versus the Bengals. They got a first-round bye, but it didn't mean shit because they couldn't beat the Bengals. And you want to know who the biggest blame of that game is? Ryan Tannehill. What is he going to do without A.J. Brown and a young guy like Treylon Burks? What is he going to do? What? Fuck facts. When you have narratives to push, I agree with that. Who is this Trey? Before I go, I'm going to comment once again. Thanks, Phillies, for beating the two. Yeah, this is Trey Smith. Your name looks a little bit different. That's why I was like, huh? This is Trey Smith. Before I go, I'm going to comment once again. Thanks, Phillies, for beating the 2008 World Series. Now I'm about to go watch the Red Sox play, but nice stream. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. He led the league in turnovers. That's more than Sam Darnold. That's more than Gingivitis, who 7 interceptions. Wow. Did y'all catch that? He led the league in turnovers. Thanks for beating the Rays. Yeah, you're right. This is Trey. I just changed my name. T5. Have a good one, man. Enjoy the game. Let's see. So, as far as the AJ Brown tweet, or actually the trade that actually happened in the moment. So here's a report, or actually a tweet from John Glennon that says, in the interest of the two sides of the story, indications are that AJ wanted out of the Titans, that he stopped communicating with the team weeks ago, and that what he was asking for was even more than $25 million average he got from the Eagles. He was asking for more money than what the Eagles were offering, is what John Glennon is saying. And that's why he wanted out of Tennessee. He's trying to say that he settled for the Eagles bag instead. No, I don't believe that for a second. John Glennon. The Titans were being stingy. The Titans were absolutely being stingy. That's why he's not there in Tennessee right now. Who wouldn't want to pay for a stud like that? Who wouldn't want to give him the bag like that? I would understand if you were being stingy to a guy like a Christian Kirk, but come on, this is AJ Brown. I check when checking the weather. I check when checking whether or not Jalen Hurts was much of a turnover machine as people believed. Uh, Chiefs are not going to the Super Bowl, but I guess I can watch some Juju and Jackson TikToks. Yeah. I cannot stand Jackson Mahomes. If you ever seen any of my reasons I hate the Chiefs videos, especially the last one, went in on freaking Jackson Mahomes. I can't stand his dumbass. He's such a silver spoon, so entitled to everything. Yeah, if I'm pissed off at somebody, I'm gonna just absolutely splash some water on you because I'm an immature little fucking brat. Fuck that bitch, man. I hope he get his ass beat someday. Turns out Mac Jones had the most turnovers. Okay, let's see. I gotta do this research myself. I'm not sure who has the most turnovers. Who had the most turnovers in 2021? Who had the most turnovers in 2021 NFL? I gotta be more specific. Which quarterback had the most turnovers in 2021? Okay, according to statmuse.com, Trevor Lawrence had the most turnovers by a quarterback in 2021. Trevor Lawrence. He had more interceptions than touchdowns. Funny how Eagles champ had to bring up my name last night just to make a point. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm not going to comment on that. I hope Jack. I hope Jackson Mahomes was adopted. I hope he was never born. Why is he here? What's his purpose in life? All he's going to do is go to a fucking restaurant and nitpick everything that isn't perfect and just not be satisfied with it. Like, it could be like a 5-star restaurant where, it's just like, okay, I wanted a medium well steak. He gave me medium well, but the fucking plate is not white. It's some weird shit like that. Or, oh, the restaurant couldn't accommodate for the capacity that we were bringing in for the restaurant. We had like 100 people come into the restaurant and they turned us all away because it was too much people. I hate this fucking restaurant. And you know what that fucking restaurant did? They made him shut the fuck up. I am sorry that you were a little spoon-fed little bitch. Get out of our fucking restaurant. Never come back again. The only reason why we kicked you out is because you got too much people. It doesn't accommodate for the capacity. You fucking suck as a person, Jackson Mahomes. I just don't like him. I just don't like Jackson Mahomes. He's a spoiled little brat. And I can't wait till he gets poor and fucking Patrick Mahomes forgets all about him. Oh, and the Chiefs start losing too. I really hope you're not a Chiefs fan. No, you're a Bengals fan, it looks like. He must have surpassed Tannehill at the home stretch. Yes, I am guessing. I'm guessing he did. He still did throw an interception in that last game, even though he won it. What's up, Eagle Slayer 95? What's up, man? It's good to have you in the chat. But even though I respect Eagle Champ, it's your decision whether you want to respect him or well, respect everybody, but it's your decision, your opinions on him. Let's see. He must be talking about Jackson Mahomes. Does it for the attention? Yeah, exactly. He does everything for attention. I'll give you a perfect example. The day they played the Commanders, that day was supposed to be about Sean Taylor and his passing in 2000, I want to say 7. It was his Memorial Day. It was his day to be celebrated. And you want to know how Jackson Mahomes took that away? Dance, dance, dance. All eyes on him. Why? Because he danced over his number. He is a classless piece of shit and won't apologize until you confront him. He doesn't think about things before he does them. He just does it. He's a rolling ball that never stops when it goes down the hill. That's how his mind works. My brother taught me that when I fucking did something without thinking about something. It's crazy. I don't like Patrick. I like Patrick's okay. I don't like Jackson Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes' wife is annoying. Yes. Yes, I can't stand her. Y'all gonna get me pissed off tonight. I swear to God. Brittany Mahomes is another bitch. Always talking about every time the Chiefs lose, referees. Oh, I love my Jackson Mahomes. I love my Patrick Mahomes. I love Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. Division winner. Champagne, everybody. Yeah. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, Batman Mahomes. Yeah. Fucking hell. Homosexuals. Been busy lately. Been a minute since I caught one of your lives. It's been actually the second night in a row. This is my second time going live since the Sixers got eliminated. So it's definitely good to be live again. How the fuck did Jackson Mahomes get on that field? Because he has field access because of his brother? I think that's as simple as the answer can get. I guess he gets all the field access through his brother. Because he knows he can get away with it. Yes. Is he getting away? Yeah, he is kind of getting away with it. I swear to God, his brother has to ban him. I swear to God, if we meet the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I swear to God, this will almost be. I'm trying to figure out how to put this. This will almost be like facing Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. This will almost be like, fucking facing Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I mean, I want to fucking beat his ass so bad. I want to beat Patrick Mahomes' ass so bad, especially considering we lost to them last year, where, the only touchdown, we gave up a lot of touchdowns. Let's put it that way. We gave up 6 touchdowns. They had 7 possessions. And the only possession where they didn't have a freaking interception was when we actually picked the ball off. I forget who it was. It was a linebacker last year. It couldn't have been Alex Singleton. I'm going to tell you that much. He never picks off the ball. I'm not sure. But I don't really think the Chiefs are going to be shit. Getting sidetracked it now. Let's not get started on his bimbo wife. Yeah, she's a fucking. I hope she fucking get her ass beat by fucking Eve or something. Some Philly legend like that. Yeah, get your ass beat. Lil' Kim, somebody, New York legend. Didn't Juju refuse to do TikToks with him? Did Juju put a fucking TikTok clause on his contract? Yeah, we can only hope. He's going to have to stop dancing eventually. Patrick's life is sad. Well, it's not really sad if he just eliminates those two. Gingivitis had more turnovers than Tua turned the ball over. Wow, that's sad. I can use Jackson for one thing. Using Jackson distract the teams. Yes, he can distract the teams. He can dance for them. You know, he can dance like a. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna get kicked off of YouTube. He can dance however he wants to. Just distract the teams. That'll be the best way for the Chiefs to win, I suppose. I really don't want the Chiefs to win. I don't like the Chiefs at all. You beat Tom Brady. Yes, we did. Super proud of that moment. I can't stand Tom Brady either. I knew we lost that game the moment we went into halftime trailing and they got the ball back to begin the second half. It was over when I want to say who got called back for that touchdown. Who was responsible for the Eagles getting that touchdown called back? I knew the game was over at that moment. That was the moment where I was like, okay, we got a slim chance. We're hanging in there, but eventually we're going to fall off that rope. And that's exactly what happened. They kept scoring touchdowns and we didn't. They capitalized on their red zone opportunities every time they went. I believe they went to the red zone 4 times that game. And they capitalized on all 4. While we got a little bit of mixed results, it was good, but it wasn't great to the elite levels of the good teams like the Chiefs. And that's another thing we need to fix this year. Red zone opportunities. Red zone opportunities, you make it, you got to score touchdowns. And I want to see what Jalen Hurts can do throwing the ball inside the 20. Inside the 20. We know he needs to work on his deep ball accuracy. But inside the 20, I want to see his accuracy. I don't want to just see him running into the end zone. I mean, yeah, it's great. We get the touchdown there. I want Jalen Hurts to take this to the next level. I want to actually see how he does with throws inside the 20, also inside the 10, or maybe, I know stretching a little bit, but maybe the 5-yard line. I don't just want to see him throw measly little screens and then, they can just waltz their way into the end zone. I want to see the difficult passes. I want to see the difficult passes the elite ones can do. The elite ones can throw. I want to see it, Jalen Hurts. There's no excuse. I want to see the back shoulder fades to the corner of the end zone like you did in practice. Well, it wasn't a fade, it was just a simple throw to the corner of the end zone. But still, I want to see a back shoulder fade to the corner of the end zone. I want to see a ball thrown over the middle, as long as that receiver's open, over a linebacker. I want to see that. I want to see if you can really throw in those tight windows. Tight window throws, even if they're contested a little bit. If you see a defender over this way, throw this way so the receiver can have a better chance of catching that, and a defender is not going to be anywhere near that. I want to see some wise decision. I definitely don't want to see, for example, the Giants game last year, the first one. Red zone turnover, 2-minute drill. Throw it to the corner of the end zone and it gets picked off. Here's my problem with that play. If my memory serves me well, that dude was double covered, maybe triple covered. Can't do that, especially when we're trying to score before halftime. Can't do that. They tried to turn me into a white boy, but I'm not Lil Dicky. That's very funny. That's very funny. When you're not gang, you turn into a hater. I'm with the gang. I'm with the mob. What was thinking? Remember the days I never shit was hard and nigga been drinking. Anyways, Let's see. I already read that. We had to keep the lead because our defense wasn't stopping shit. He's talking about the Chiefs game again. So yeah, we kind of had to keep our foot on the gas pedal, and we weren't able to do it. Defense couldn't stop anything. We need a defense, a competent defense that can get to the quarterback each and every fucking time, which is why I complain so much about Gannon's scheme, even though, it'll seem like it'll work for teams that don't have a competent quarterback. But when it came to elite talent, we couldn't do it. Even somebody who's like slightly above average, like a David Carr, he was able to throw. He had a 90% completion percentage on us. Think about that. The 2021 Eagles, are the team that gave up a 90% completion percentage to the most QBs in the season. That's how you work that shit. So they gave up 90%. 90%. I meant to say 80. At least 80. Excuse me. At least 80. A completion percentage of 80%. The most quarterbacks have done that. We can't allow these quarterbacks to keep throwing 80% on us. That's huge. You know what that means? Soft coverage. So that means players are going to be throwing underneath of us each and every time, and they're going to get their yards that way because we're so far off the line of scrimmage. That can't happen. 7 yards, 8 yards, that may seem measly, but those are chunks. Even 3-4 yards underneath, those are chunks. When a defense needs to get off the field in this 3rd and 2, and you really need to get off the field, I better not see any guys off the line of scrimmage, 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. I better see some tight fucking coverage in your fucking grill, like I've been saying all last year. Change the scheme, Jonathan Gannon. Throw some blitzes in there. I want to see it. I want to see some changes. I want to see some disguises. We can't just go in the same preparation. This is why I want to, Gannon, I hope you change. I hope what Dave Spadaro said day 2 of the camp wasn't true, that you aren't really going to change that much. We need you to change. If Nick Sirianni can do it, if Shane Steichen can do it, you can do it. All these fanboys automatically crowning us playoff contenders overlook the fact that we were 0-7 versus playoff teams last year. You can. Well, I'm not a fanboy. You can call me one of those people that are. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that we're playoff contenders. I'm not a fanboy. I know you weren't talking about me or anything, but we were 0-7 versus teams with winning records. Or playoff teams, rather. Teams with winning records, however, I believe we were 1-8. Our only win was versus the Saints. They got that last minute win versus the Falcons. That's the reason why they were over 500. Read that already. That little Dicky joke. We set the record for highest passer ratings allowed, I believe. Well, I want to say it was most quarterbacks with over a completion percentage over 80. That's what I meant to say. I think the Eagles are going to make it to the Super Bowl versus the Bills. Yeah, you did mention that yesterday. You said something else too. I think you also said that we were going to play the Rams in the NFC Championship game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Another reason we were 0-7 versus playoff teams. Yes, and you especially noted that versus Dallas, that Dak, you said something that was really good. You said that Dak tends to struggle. Dak Bortles tends to struggle when there's tight coverage. We didn't do that at all. 5 yards off the ball, 10 yards off the ball. It was rare to have a guy up in your grill like this. I want to see tight coverage. It's too much respect. Too much respect for these wide receivers, and I want to see that change. I want to see, if you're gonna play, zone. I mean, I don't mind that you do it every now and then. I don't want to see it every play or 90% of plays. Let's be accurate. I do still believe we're winning the division. We always play to Dak's strengths. That's why he always beats us. I'll acknowledge that. Yeah. But I think we'll get the edge this year. Why? Because Eagles Champ brought up a great point. Who's going to stop AJ? Who's going to stop Devontae Smith? And even if you do stop those two, who's going to stop Quez Watkins? Who's going to stop Driscoll Pascal? Even Devon Allen on special teams. I'm really pulling for that kid, by the way. I'm really pulling for him to make it to the team, to make it to the roster. Who's going to stop these weapons? As far as Tennessee goes, who are their wide receivers? I asked this earlier. Who do they have? Rob Williams? Who do they have? Burks? Who do they have? Who do they have? I'm going to pull up the list in a minute. All right. Oh, my goodness. Who do they have? All right. So I'm sharing this right now. Who do they have? Who do they have? Who do they have? I give up. I don't know who they have. Who do they have? You think they're still winning the division now? I got the Colts winning the division. I think Tennessee is going to finish around an 8-9 season, maybe 9-8 if they're lucky. I don't know about Tennessee. They're going to hang around for most of this season, but then they're going to realize that Tannehill. I remember Tennessee fans were telling me, oh, he got the bag. Yeah. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that bag now? This man just came off of a game where he just threw 3 interceptions, the game of his life thus far. He threw one in the beginning of the first half and the beginning of the second half. That's crazy. And some other time. It's crazy. This man, these Tennessee fans, I hope they never win a Super Bowl. Ever. So ungrateful. Want to get on my boy Brown. It's crazy. I hope they never win a Super Bowl. I remember when Cowboys fans used to say that shit about us. I hope you never win a Super Bowl, Eagles. Look at us now. And we're a better fan base than you by a long shot. I hope we beat you guys. Maybe Eagles champ, this is reverse psychology. Maybe I do think the Eagles will beat the Tennessee. Maybe I do think we will beat you guys. Maybe I do think we'll beat you guys. I just won't say it. I definitely hope AJ Brown gets his revenge, though. AJ South will be tank division, yes. I still think they're the worst division in the league. Tennessee is god awful. I'm sorry, the Texans are god awful. The Jaguars, god awful, but at least they're trying to improve, unlike the Texans. The Titans are going to be average. And the Colts are just going to be all right. I mean, they're going to Be in the playoffs as a division winner. I have them as a 10-7 division winner. Maybe. You know what would be fun? If I actually did a schedule predictor for every team, just like what She Got Sports did, what everybody seems to be doing. It would be fun to do a schedule predictor. I would like to do a live stream on that someday, just go week by week. I know SF Niners Nation did that. He was in here earlier, and I joined his live stream and did that. That was pretty cool. But I don't think the Colts are going to do much of it. I'm sorry, the Titans are going to do much of anything this year. I think they're just going to be average. They'll be as reliant on they'll be as reliant on run game as ever. Yeah, because they're going to have to take pressure off of Ryan Tannehill, and they're going to have to set up for play action so they can throw for the. Who do they have at wide receiver? Jesus Christ, it's annoying me. Who do they have? That's like good. That's what I mean when I say who do they have. Who do they have besides Burks? Who could be promising? We don't know who he is as far as an NFL perspective or say anything. But I mean, all we have is college tape. Outside of that, and Rod Woods, who do they have? Ain't hating on him much because of that Suburban video when one fan got cool flow master pipes. I'll use that in my video for that week. Suburban video when one fan got cool flow master pipes. Cool flow master pipes. I gotta see what that's all about. That sounds interesting. Cowboys, Eagles, Deadskins, Giants. What is wrong with you, AF DeVille? You were on my side with the whole, oh my God, oh, the Falcons are sorry. You was on my side as far as that, but why are you picking on the Eagles like this? Why? The Eagles are going to win the division by a landslide, bro. So Eagles, Cowboys, whatever their names are, and then the No. I'm going to switch it around. I'm going to say Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, the JJs, and then Washington, whatever their names are. Can't command me to do shit, Washington. I think if Miami had more time, they would have made the playoffs. More time to do what? You got 17 games in a season. They gave you an extra game. How much time do they need? I think if Miami didn't get off to that 1-7 start, they would have made the playoffs. And they wouldn't have to rely on tiebreakers because remember at the end of the season where they had to rely on just having a better record than the teams in order to make the playoffs, they lost a lot of tiebreakers. They couldn't beat out the Patriots. They couldn't beat out, teams that made the playoffs from the AFC. Remind me who those teams are. The Raiders. I know they were fighting with us. I almost call them San Diego, LA, the Chargers. They couldn't beat those teams out for tiebreakers because they lost every single one. They were only beating up on the measly teams. He had an all-light Titan, blue Chevy blue Chevy Suburban with barn doors. He got the louder pipes. Let me go back to that other comment. Ain't hating on them that much because of that Suburban video when one fan got cool flow master pipes. I'll use that in my. He's talking about a Titan fan here. I'm a little clueless, but you're gonna have to show me that video later. Anyways, talk to Aphiz. He has your Eagles winning to the. I can't read today. Talk to Aphiz. He has your Eagles winning the NFC East. Ain't no need to talk to him. He knows better. He knows the Eagles are going to win this division. Why? Because Dallas has regressed. They've lost pieces, a lot of pieces. A lot of freaking pieces. And us, we've just been getting better. Whew. See Mark Holmes just get mad at the draft day when Jordan Davis was picked up by the Eagles? Whew. You know they're in shambles. You know they're screwed. Oh, let's see. Another joke-ass organization. Yes, Dallas is a joke. Or maybe you're talking about Washington. Let's see. Let's see. I am behind here. I am behind. I think if Miami had more. Oh, yeah, I read that already. Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers. That team that's going. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the Falcons. I'm gonna say Bucks. Yeah, I'm gonna say exactly what you're gonna say, except the Falcons aren't going 0-17. That's crazy talk. I have the Falcons probably winning 5 or 6 games. I think anything is an upgrade from Sam Darnold. That's the only reason why I got the Panthers ahead of the Falcons. I originally had the Falcons ahead of the Panthers. Now the Panthers are going to be better because they got Baker Mayfield. He's only going to win you like 2 more games from my freaking 4-game prediction, which, I had you guys winning at first. Now you're going to win 6. I'll give the Panthers 6 games. That's all they're going to win. The Saints, however, the biggest threat to the Buccaneers, the Saints might actually pull off, 9 or 10 wins here. I'm really high on the Saints. They may sneak in as a wild card team this year. And they may try to, last year, man, they should have gotten in. If they had gotten in, man, they might have. Nah. I'm thinking too hard about this. Not with that quarterback. Whoever they were to start. They were banged up. And they lost freaking who they lose? Jameis Winston. They lost Jameis Winston for the entire year. And then the Bucks, obviously, man, they got Tom Brady. They're gonna finish in first. KHTV, what is going on? Another Pack Attack member. Is Nick Foles the backup QB when Hurts gets hurt? No, he's in Indianapolis with Matt Ryan. Crazy. It's funny how everybody wanted him to go to Indianapolis when he... Fucking Nats. I lost my train of thought. Fuck it. Grown-ass man. I was talking about Miami. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you get. Falcons are winning 5 games at the most. Yeah, that's around my ballpark. No more than 6 wins. You're not going anywhere with Marcus Mariota. I mean, he's just a bridge quarterback in case your main quarterback goes down, and they don't even have a main quarterback. Marcus Mariota is a bridge quarterback, not a main quarterback. That's how I'm going to describe it. They have to tank for some better picks. You must be talking about the Falcons, yeah. Yeah, Sliz going to be mad that I said that. Maybe he might, see this from my point of view. Maybe. You can't think that I'm biased here. I'm actually giving my honest opinion about the Falcons. I really don't think they're going to do that well. Drake London's not going to make much of a difference. You're going to miss Calvin Ridley. And by the way, we've got to talk about that suspension. The Deshaun Watson suspension. I'm okay with him getting 6 games and not getting a year. Here's why. Here is why. These hoes were out here to set him up. Oh, he raped me. He raped me. It was consensual sex that you consented to. If you consent to sex, it is not illegal, Deshaun Watson. NFL, do you hear me? If you consent to sex, ladies, you do not cry wolf. You do not cry rape. If you consent to sex, consensual sex, consensual sex. I mean, whatever. He got hit with a slap on the wrist. Cool. I'm glad he only got 6 games. Only 6 games. Hoes try to set him up. And so did the Texans, too. So did the Texans. Try to set that man up. Now, here is the real reason why I wanted to switch to this subject. Calvin Ridley got suspended a whole freaking year for gambling on the sport. Why? If he enjoys gambling, why not let the kid have some fun? Let the kid have some fun. Why? I really don't see why he's suspended at all. I never got the notion, even in the Pete Rose days, even I'm speaking for Pete Rose too. I don't get why players are being suspended for gambling on their own sport. They don't get suspended for gambling on other sports, but why not keep that same energy with the sport that you're in? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Let's see. We're going to see a lot of slitterants this season. Yeah. This defense is terrible. Terrible. Terrible count, too. Yo, I love doing those terrible counts. He gets so freaking pissed every time I talk about a terrible count. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was with the stinking Bears last year. He was with the Bears. They stink. I'm glad Nick Foles got up out of there. Maybe this will be his best chance to be a starter on the team. You know, him replacing Matt Ryan. What if Matt Ryan goes down? Terrible for Matt Ryan. Man, Slater, man. I swear to God, those two are in love with each other. I swear. He's a Matt Ryan sexual. I ain't afraid to say it. I don't care if he calls me out on it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it. He's a Matt Ryan sexual. And honestly, dude, you do need to stick with one team, man. How would it feel if back in 2009, when Brian Dawkins was traded off of the Eagles to the Broncos, I came in here, this is a good example, fuck it, because A-Fizz is in the chat and he's a Broncos fan, I'm going to say it. 2009, I come in with a Brian Dawkins jersey, Broncos colors. You don't think people are going to get on me about wearing a Brian Dawkins jersey? He's been practically an Eagle his whole entire career. That would be. Wait for it, AF DeVille. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Now you can do the terrible count, AF Fizz. Not A-Fizz, but AF DeVille, excuse me. Terrible. Anyways, back to the Falcons. The Falcons, another team to bet against, yes. Yes. Yeah, I get the joke there. That didn't fly over my head. It almost flew over my head. That's another team to bet against. Yeah, you heard that, Calvin Ridley. You can bet all you want. You're suspended for a year. Falcons, 4 wins at best. I wouldn't bet against it. They're terrible. I don't believe in Marcus Mariota. He's not a long-term solution. He's a bridge quarterback who will help you in case your quarterback gets hurt. He's not a regular starting quarterback. The woke social justice warriors will be at the Browns game when Watson plays against Lamar Jackson. Let them hoes come. Let them hoes come. They try to knock my man Deshaun Watson down over consensual sex. I'll be damned. I will be damned if somebody tried to fuck me over having a masseuse. Over me having a masseuse. It's a masseuse. It's supposed to be relaxing. I want my back rubbed. I want my chest rubbed. I want my privates rubbed. If you know what I mean. And I won't go on any further because, it's YouTube. All of those things. I want a little sexual pleasure. A little bubble bash. Oh, yes. And a little bubble bash. And a little massage parlor thing is, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's get it on. Let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. Yes. It's about to go down. With your consent, I'm not going to rape you. That's the thing that people aren't getting. He didn't rape those women. They consented to it, and he agreed. And now they want to cry wolf because they didn't get paid enough. It's bullshit. Because he's a Falcon, that's why. Yeah. He's obsessed with Matt Ryan. Yes, he is. I swear to God, man. I now pronounce you. Ryan and Slitta. You may kiss the bride. Slobber. That's why he switched teams. Maybe he didn't switch teams. He wore the jersey. Which, I don't want to say the wrong thing and he'll unfriend me. But I'm going to say it. He's kind of bandwagoning you a little bit. There. I said it. You're my friend, though. Goddamn, Slitta. I can't believe you wore that shit, man. Ugh, you disappointed me a little bit. Thanks for B-Dog, and thanks for not buying a B-Dog's Broncos jersey. Yes. What has Desert Eagle 90 always said? What did Simus just say on his live stream earlier? It's all about the logo, not the name on the back of the jersey. Damn the name on the back of the jersey. It's not about that. It's about the team success, not individual success. Players will always come and go. Loyalty stays. The team will always be here. And that's who I represent, the team. Not no player. Players are going to come and go. You come in this league and you're going to retire eventually. Maybe even switch teams sometime in between. But they're going to go. All of them are going to come in. They're going to go. You keep your passion towards your team. Word is bond. Where you high and terrible count? Too many to count. What's up, MC Philly? How's it going, man? It's going great, man. This is my second live stream since the Sixers got eliminated. Yesterday was my first. Man, feels good to be live again. Kinda. It is a bandwagon. You know what? I'm sorry for capping, A-Fizz. I'm really sorry for capping. I won't make that mistake ever again. It is bandwagon. It is. I ain't gonna give up my oath to the Eagles that I made. I made this promise in 2000 to never switch sides. Still here, 22 years later. Still here, ever since the age of 9 fucking years old. Still here. Never left. It's not about the name. It's about the logo. It's about the team. It's about the franchise. I I'd rather just get customized jersey instead. I remember in 2009 watching the Eagles tailgate videos on YouTube, and it was one against the Broncos, and a fan had a Dawkins. Yup, I remember that too. The half Dawkins with the half Eagles and the half Broncos. That's one of those fans where you don't even know which side he is. You just know he's all for the player. You don't know which side he's on. You don't know whether he's a Bronco or an Eagle. Those are the type of fans I do not like. Mm. You already told him how you felt. It's very good. You're keeping it real. And you don't really care how he feels. You're giving him the real. You're telling him that the team success is more than the individual success. Slitta is thinking that he is doing this out of, out of pure fucking revenge. He wants Matt Ryan to go out and win a Super Bowl. Before your franchise? Before your franchise. You want to go out, you want Matt Ryan to go out and win a Super Bowl before your favorite franchise wins the Super Bowl. Just because you want to be right about about y'all giving up Matt Ryan too soon. You love Matt Ryan a little too much. Falcons fans wanting him gone. Falcons fans thinking it's the reason that he had a terrible season. Terrible season. And it pisses you off that he's gone. And all the Falcons fans are happy. Yeah. I'd rather have Marcus Mariota than old ass Matt Ryan. Sports Live in the IND. Yeah, it was E-Rock's channel. His old tailgate game day videos. I kind of miss those. Yeah, he's been he's been kind of doing his own thing lately. He's been kind of quiet this off season. Sports Live in the IND. But seriously, A-Fizz, do you really have us winning the division? And give me your reason why. I already explained my reasoning. Who's going to stop A.J. Brown? Who's going to stop Devontae Smith? And if you stop him, how are you going to stop the pieces underneath like Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert? He's becoming a starting tight end in this league ever since Zach Ertz left. These are questions we all got to ask. Who's going to stop the Eagles? Who's going to stop the Eagles? And on defense, who's going to stop Jordan Davis getting into that backfield? We're getting Brandon Graham back. Kyzir White. Hassan Reddick. Stop it. James Bradbury on the other side of Darius Slay locked up. It's time for us to get to that quarterback. We finished second to last, with the Falcons being the only team worse than us in sacks. Second to last in sacks. We need those sacks this year. We need to be able to get to the quarterback. By the way, did you hear or see that Nitro Freak retire from YouTube only because... By the way, did you hear or see that Nitro Freak retired from YouTube? He only does like political views. Man, Nitro Freak is retiring? Fuck him. Fuck him. That nigga blocked me. Fuck him. I got the Eagles taking the NFC East. Y'all done more this offseason, and the Cowboys lost a few weapons. That's exactly what I'm saying. They lost Randy Gregory. They lost Amari Cooper, amongst others. And plus, a wide receiver named James Washington went down because of a foot fracture. Fracture. That's a tear of a bone. A tear of a bone. That's huge. Let's see. I'm Twitter. I made a freaking tweet earlier. Let's go to my profile real quick. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. All right. Let me get this tweet up. All right. So this is the receiving core that the Cowboys are going to be entering in without James Washington. They got CeeDee Lamb as their number one, obviously. Jalen Tolbert, Noah Brown is their slot, TJ Vasher, Simi Fehoko, Cavante Turpin. Outside of CeeDee Lamb and Noah Brown, I really the Cowboys are screwed. The Cowboys are screwed. They're going to miss Amari Cooper. Let's see. Two people I don't give a fuck about. Let's see. I unsubscribed from Nitro Freak years ago. I unsubscribed from him the other day. That dude is sensitive. I called him out for not being an Eagles fan because he wanted his players benched. Well, namely Jalen Hurts. And he's rooting for him to be benched. And I'm like, if you're rooting for a guy to be benched and perform bad, like, you're not really an Eagles fan because you don't want them to win. And he took offense to that and blocked me. Didn't even respond to me, just left like a little bitch. So I don't really have any feelings for Nitro Freak. Yeah, he was okay. I used to like his old stuff more. He became too cocky. He thinks he is Mr. Know-It-All. Yes, he does. And thinks he is just the best sport and thinks he is the best sports better. And thinks he is the best. Yeah, he is a snotty little, fat little, chubby little kid. Maybe he is losing weight. I don't know. But whatever. Rest in piss. Just another egotistical dickhead is all he is. Yes, he is. And a narcissist, too. I can't stand him. Ugh. Bitch mentality. Ugh. I guess the final thing I'm going to say here is Eagles, y'all better do something this year. No excuses. Jalen Hurts, no excuses. Defense, Jonathan Gannon, no excuses. AJ Brown about ready to ball out. It's going to be an amazing season. We're going to beat Dallas. We're going to sweep Dallas and take back what is ours in this division, the NFC East crown, and more. I don't just want to stop at the NFC East. That's what Cowboys fans do. They want to celebrate sweeping the entire division, winning the division, all of that just to lose in the first round. I don't like that shit. It's a wasted season. You win the division convincingly, but don't do nothing in the playoffs. That means the NFC East is fucking measly. It's a measly award. 12-5. You win the division and you go nowhere. No damage. Couldn't even beat Jimmy G at home. I don't want to settle for that. I want more. I'm a greedy ass Eagles fan. In case you haven't noticed, Slitta at every turn is telling me that the Eagles haven't won shit since that year. Everybody's telling me you haven't won shit since 2017. I'm tired of looking back at 2017. I want a second Super Bowl in Philly. I want to go back to a parade. I want to win. And I want to win now. And that trade for AJ Brown showed me that they want to win now. At least the Eagles won a Super Bowl. What has his Falcons done? Ziddly doo doo da da, bippity boppity boo, and nothing comes out of the wand. Bippity boppity boo, nothing. Zippity doo da, nothing. We're a different breed. We're a different organization. At least he won a Super Bowl. What has his Falcons won? Nothing. Nothing. So he has to relegate himself to the freaking Braves, the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, he likes all Georgia teams, but that's kind of bandwagoning. No, it is bandwagoning. Let's see. Who else won? The Atlanta United. Eagles, just do your thing. I can't wait. I can't wait to see this team. AJ Brown on that field. I'm gonna be so gassed up. I'm gonna end this stream, y'all. Oh, man, what a great stream. What a great stream. It's been entertaining. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to your peoples, your mans. Where you hiding? We'll be back shortly. To do another live, man. This is awesome. Peace, y'all.